everyone, welcome back. Have you ever felt nervous before giving a presentation, and because you were nervous, you ended up making a lot of mistakes during the presentation? Or have you seen someone else giving a presentation and making silly mistakes while they're speaking, using the words that they're speaking, using the language that is weakening their message? In this lesson plan, I want to share 15 mistakes with you that presenters make, either while they are presenting in front of an audience, or maybe presenting in front of a client, or giving a speech to a wide audience. We'll not waste time, so let's get going. Mistake number 1. Hello everyone. I would like to start out with a story. Stupidity. Why? Because starting with a story is one of the most effective ways of opening a speech or a presentation. But you definitely don't want to declare it and then start it. You simply have to get started with the first line of the story when you're opening up in front of your audience. Why do you want to introduce the introduction itself? It weakens the message when you're saying, I'm going to tell you a story right now, and then you start the story. Mistake number 2. Excuse me if I seem nervous. First of all, let the audience decide if you're looking nervous or you're looking confident. You don't have to declare it out in front of everyone saying, I am nervous, so please excuse me for that. And if you think that you're going to get the audience on your side by declaring that you're already nervous, then let me tell you, the audience doesn't like nervous people. They like people who are confident. And even if you're not feeling the confidence from within, you don't have to declare it to the outside world. There's a possibility that they'll not notice your nervousness, and that's good to go, right? Mistake number 3. I'm not good at public speaking. Come again? You're not good at public speaking? Then why are you even standing in front of us? Don't ever make the mistake of saying this, no matter how scared you are of public speaking. Mistake number 4. I'm running out of time, so I'll just quickly go through this slide. If you're running out of time, it means that you have poor time management skills. Because if you already know how long this presentation is going to be, say 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you end up making 100 slides for 15 minutes, then it's obvious that you're not going to be able to complete all the slides in the given amount of time, and you will run out of time. So that's your mistake. The next mistake is, at the end of the presentation, you're not prepared with the conclusion. You do not know what should be your final lines to the audience. You just want to rush and go away, and hence you end up saying, that's all I have. That's all I have. Thank you. That's all I have? Is this the end? Mistake number 6. I have never done this before. You will instantly kill your credibility the moment you tell the audience that this is the first time you're presenting. It's fine if it is for the first time. Just end up giving a good presentation and they'll all give you a thumbs up, they'll all like you. Don't tell everyone that this is the first time and you're trying to gain sympathy from them if you ever make any mistakes during the presentation. So that's not supposed to be revealed to your audience. Let's move on to mistake number 7. Have you come across a situation where because of some technical issues, maybe your slides have frozen or the computer has gone blank or some other technical issue because of which the audience isn't able to see your presentation or the slides on the screen? Always come with a plan prepared in your mind if this happens. You should know how to engage your audience if there is electricity failure or any damn thing that can hamper the flow of your presentation. You will not have to tell the audience to bear with you until the technical issue is solved. Because imagine it takes around 10 or 15 minutes for the issue to be resolved. Your audience will lose interest in the presentation. You will be going here and there trying to solve the problem. Instead, let the technical team handle the problem and you keep your audience engaged. Mistake number 8. Guys, I didn't have enough time to make this presentation. No one wants to know that, because when you say that, what happens is The content that you show in your slides will be taken as the information that is just the tip of the iceberg. It could signal to your audience that your information is not in depth and the knowledge that you're sharing with them is just a little bit of information that you could gather in the amount of time that you got. The next mistake is when you're self-centered, and that comes out in the words that you're using. When you use words like I or me, replace these words with we or us and make your audience feel that they too are a part of the presentation that you're giving. The presentation is not about you. You will have to keep the focus on your listeners, and then they'll be a part of your presentation. Moving on. Let's discuss a little bit about XYZ. Either discuss something in depth or do not discuss it at all. Don't weaken your message by using such weak words. Instead, how about using some strong words like, let's discuss about this year's important industry trends. How does that sound? Next one is when you want to crack a joke, but you declare it in front of everyone saying, there's a funny joke that I want to share with you. Well, the first thing is, jokes are meant to be funny. And the second thing is, you don't have to tell everyone that you are about to crack a joke. Because what if people don't find it humorous and they don't laugh at it? Instead, directly dive into your joke or in the humor that you want to share and let the audience get surprised and maybe they'll laugh out. Excuse the chart here, or excuse the font in this slide actually. Why will they excuse it? You got time to make the slide, then why did you make it incomprehensible? People should be easily able to understand things by looking at your slide. It should be very easy to understand and simple, broken down into elements or broken down into more number of slides if some concept is difficult to understand. Do not put all your ideas in just one slide and make it look stuffed with a lot of words, with a lot of charts that are difficult to comprehend. While giving the introduction, some people have the habit of saying, so everyone, first of all, I'll be talking about XYZ, then I'll be talking about ABC, then we'll be talking about PQR, and we'll just keep talking about things. Don't do this, it sounds too monotonous and doesn't sound that great when you're repeating the same set of words. So guys, I'm Amrita and I'll be presenting about. So guys, so is a word that joins the idea from the first sentence that you have spoken. Your first introductory sentence cannot start with a so. It means there's a continuation of some thought that you previously told your audience. So do not start the first sentence by saying, so guys, I'm Amrita. The last one is using the word buckets, which is now a cliche. So when you say that I have divided this topic into 4 buckets, as you can see on the screen, don't use the word buckets, it's become too common now. Guys, I hope, no guys, so friends or everyone, I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. And why did I say no guys? Well, I am informal to you all and it's okay for me to use guys. But if you watch some of my previous videos, I'll tell you that guys is not the word that you use in formal situations. But well, we are all close to each other and I can definitely call you all guys and I don't have to be too formal to say hey everyone. So anyway, I hope you all watched this video till the end, and if you did, if you liked it, don't forget to hit the small like button and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, family, whoever seems interested. And until I see you next, bye.